menya openipa ye friend Paul Parker Attiso or director of legal at the InterAllies Football Club. And come ye bedie a verita aba efa wom ho both in the disciplinary proceedings and appeals process no. And they omo say me to dwa say omo bi ka na youth bone na wanka wasem a and atijuwara omo de omo ka wasem. Enti head of legal council, good morning.
Good morning, me apomo.
Yehowa tum na mpacho so na InterAllies say ni buzo kun mo de say ni.
Oh, InterAllies egusu ejina na so a say wo ni InterAllies we are say ye ka transfer ye ni di makotere. Egusu sa title no de is undisputed.
Players ni be kwa.
Oh, players ni be kwa. Players ni be kwa. Brazil kro mu ntumi.
Za.
InterAllies.
Mo trade za.
And ye mind be be omoko.
We say division 2 division 3. Players ni kwa na be ko. No, had the value of the players.
No, unfortunately, and have any effect on the players.
Okay.
Yes.
Me care about the transfer value.
Yes, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't. The transfer market is about the quality. What quality now? They don't really mind where the
which level.
Say it again.
Which level a player in the airball?
No, yes, they don't mind. The quality is what they look out for. Into your quality, they don't mind as long as the player is not banned or you're free to play. They'll go for it. So it's not about the level, it's about the quality of the material you have. Oh, not really. And yet, but we see the tag no are very bad. Well, more so, idea unim in fact, near say, wa play a match of convenience. I won't know unim be beyond fact. So, an open area by any sadia. Well, life is as usual.
All right, Yanko, the merits of the case and Kasemu. As counsel for international allies, I may read more appeal now with the choir. I thought it was solid, but the appeals committee thought otherwise. For you, are involved in the process now? How do you feel and your opinion on the ruling by from the Jakbasu-led committee?
Yeah, my opinion about the decision, was formed right from the investigative committee, the disciplinary committee.
Okay.
Who said, say that is the outcome I was saying. Into come what may, because we share the facts as the case was presented. Now we share the involvement of some club. Now we share the involvement of the other club. Who say InterAllies has no role in whatever happens. Into who said there's an officials of other club. There's evidence. Now the other club, there's no evidence. Now you see the same brush on the same level. I think you have not been fair. He tells me, say, why can you say, look, I want to certify FIFA. The FIFA who say, oh, yeah, maybe so. So that is all. That is all.
Office committee, no, ground some of the ground 1, ground 2, case, next the merit of the case, the errors in proceedings. This packed a yam of the choir, Oman Shimukra.
I can tell you an authority, sir, if they had considered our appeal, right, on its merit, the decision on Mumai end was wrong. Wouldn't have been so. If they have looked at it, they didn't even look at it. If you look at, they didn't even look at it. It was just say, oh, look, everybody must suffer the same fate, and that is it. Even some of the players, some of the players, we are going to lose those talents because 2 years after, 2.5 years after, we can't tell where these players are. You can tell us that players have no knowledge of what are. They happen to be at the wrong place
at the wrong time.
Yes, that is all. They are victims of circumstance. Even if you're Nigeria players, Nigeria players, their decision was absolutely
especially where the disciplinary proceedings now say appear before the committee. But indeed, in some pages, someone say a Zoom conference. And to go further to ban them, say a problematic crowd.
Yeah, no, you see, the issue they say when they requested, say we should provide them, we kept them. After end of the season, we kept them for over 6 weeks, waiting for them to invite them. More to change invite at the point we couldn't keep them again because then you know money contract.
Yeah.
And we're keeping them at the hotel at our expense. At the point they want to move on, so they left. Until when they were now ready, we organized a Zoom conference. I was part of it, and we had Zoom conference with individuals, and they all expressed their what they know about it. Even
so, I'm surprised in the disciplinary report, I'm say they didn't appear before the committee.
They appeared.
But were you surprised with that particular statement?
Absolutely surprised. But unfortunately, you don't have the platform to challenge anyone. Even when you were at the committee, chaired by a lawyer, who be a questioner, the procedure was wrong. Who be a questioner? I say, no, I'm the chairman. I can decide whether this question should pass or not. He decided, look, they were doing what they want. So from there, I formed the opinion, say, well, we can bring anything, any evidence, what will happen is what have happened. There's nothing they will do. They have made up their mind that, yes, there's an scapegoat. They have to use that scapegoat to tell FIFA that, maybe so. That is all.
Lawyer, head of legal at the InterAllies. One of the clubs are demoted to Division 2 of the league pyramid. No, and I'm saying when issues are a buyer involving Ashgold and InterAllies in the match manipulation case. But an appeals committee no the ruling about so no the disciplinary committee no so be the fate. But one very crucial thing the appeals committee in their judgment and in their ruling very instructive to me the proper position of Ni Amwa. Unim said the DC ruling, they gave him so many positions at the club. At one point, they referred to him as official. At one point, I'm say an official. At one point, they just mentioned his name as to without portfolio. Okay. But indeed, the appeals committee said on your official of InterAllies, because in the definition of officials, they didn't need the FA as captured as official. Okay. Don't you think this should have been enough grounds to look at the InterAllies case in a different light?
Exactly. And I agree with that assertion, because GFA rules say all your officials register them with us.
Yeah.
If you go to their website, every official is registered. If you go to the system and it shows that Niamwa was registered sometime 2014, 2015. In our 2020, 2021, the time when you see, he's not official. How do you say Amwa is official? Amwa is somebody who works with the RFA, right? Or you'll be if he comes closer to your club, you will not suspect him.
Yes. And suspicion be any.
No, won't suspect no. So, inti obia oba ohokra uni bibia so obia unimu now, then you'll be a bit suspicious of the person. But when unimu no, still work with RFA as we speak today. He works with the RFA.
As we speak.
Well, I think so. Probably the decision, but I haven't seen anything about him. He still work with the RFA. It is such person. If you see that person around your club, you have no cause to suspect anything. So, even match now, he was not part of it. No official sanction his attendance, right? But it was after the match, and something now by and see him who said, he even traveled with the club. He even was at the hotel, and that we didn't make provision for him. All right, but we knew that yes, he comes around, Niamwa comes around, and that's what I'm saying. Nobody will walk Niamwa off if he comes around your club, because you know somebody who is with the regulators of the game. Until he knows the law and he knows what to do at the right time. So nobody suspected him. Until for Niamwa, for the DC no conclude say because Niamwa, who is not official, was with the club, and for that matter, the club must suffer. No official of the club, all right? Because we all know, in the legal entity, we have the designated people who works or act on behalf of the club, who are the officials, even here. Apart from these people, to be deemed as the club now. It is a banning InterAllies, right? artificial legal entity. It can't act on its own. Somebody must act on its behalf. And the people who can act on its behalf also but Obia, he doesn't have the mandate to act of InterAllies behalf. Also on why BB into Cesadia Obane Club. You have not been fair. You have not been fair. Gangalu court because rapper now the edge there's no way with my banner.
And Uzu say one from Ranyejuma.
Oh, man from Ranyejuma. Minya way is so clear. It's unfortunate say football circles, you are not to go to the
ordinary law court.
Exactly. Else this decision can never stand the test of time. Can never stand.
So see, there's no review process. Your only option is to go to CAS. Is this something that you guys are weighing up?
Yes, we are weighing. Unfortunately for us, time is running very fast because we have up to on the 3rd to make this decision.
2 days from today.
2 days from today. So we are still weighing the option. As we indicated at the press conference, we are still weighing the options. We'll always do what is right for the club. So we are still weighing the options.
A bit sure say, for instance, the cash process is a bit expensive.
It is very expensive. For you see, if you look at it, the cash when you're very, very expensive, you need to engage an external lawyer. You need to file your processes, quite expensive. Until you wait in our overstart season, all right? So if you assume you are going to spend about 50,000 USD, okay, on this, yes, you win. Even if you win now, the implementation will be next season and not now. Until whatever it is this season, you are playing in the 2nd division. You have no choice.
And to hold them bubble.
Yes, I'll say but how much bubble. Until corner win here, the implementation will be next season. All right. For me, I feel say on the strength of InterAllies, we should be able to play the 2nd division and win on our own strength and come to the 1st division. All right. Until Saoko win, now they will place you, they will move you from 2nd division to 1st division, which your strength could have. I would have said, well, but for the stigma, say why away? I would have. So my question to them is say, weigh the social cost. All right. If we carry this tag, will it affect our value in transferring players? If no, I would have think otherwise. But well, it's a collective decision. So whatever we all agreed on, that's the decision we take.
But individual players are not more as we see maybe 9-15 anymore.
Yes. By then, not P contract, are ended. Until that is it. But those with us, we are making provision to keep them. In fact, it is just unfortunate. The fact they say unya kwenya bobia, you are banned. One bobia, you are not. But if you listen to the players who say even when they were playing the match, they were confused. They keep asking themselves, say you're fixing match now. You see them paying for. Who are they paying for? Until as they were playing, so they were lacking concentration on the field. They keep asking one particular Ashanti Gold player, oh baby, so almost I'm paying for.
Even
on the field, they keep asking him. So when Hashmin scored the 6th goal, 2 of them, Zakaria and Abuski, went to the same player. Bisani say score if the correct score is 5-1. Say 6-0, 6-0. Is it still correct score? No, I say yes. Then they have to pass Hashmin to score the 7th. Because the intention is almost
7.
Almost 7. That was it. Almost say Hashmin pet in our attempted to say or say bet, but what can you know involved? Can you believe this? Right? Who share your passive ball now? There will be a Hashmin. Yes.
Or a defender.
Yeah, defender. Captain the passive ball man. If you look at the demeanor of the captain, passive ball man, Moshe. Then Oshe you ain't quite 6-0. Then these people went to ask. And they said, no, I had the same. 5-1 and 6-0 is the same. He scored a 7 goal. So you can see that the players were not in support of her. And the management, no one has idea of it. As they were playing, Obia are confused. In Tisao Bani such players, no one share the role individual played in when they are. You have just not been unfair. You have just wasted talent. Unfortunate.
Talent now, would you also make any process to at cast level? So sign Muti.
Yes, we'll go along with some of them, but luckily, no. There's this organization, this football association, old players.
Yeah, old players.
Old players, yes. They have taken it up. They are representing all their players in Bob.
Fifth Pro, I'm told Fifth Pro.
Yeah, Fifth Pro, yes. Chipsa. They are representing all of them. And Matisse Kotokonso want to...
They also want to initiate the process for Lamte.
Lamte, exactly. Yes. All of them has a very strong case. They have a very strong case. Because ni amwa call log, investigation in it is what we give them, the lead we give them. And no more mutiminya information about ni amwa. Oh, we know they had no clue. Ni amwa call log for 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after was procured. All right. It is only Ashanti Gold officials contact no player. Inti sikano J and even sikano all uses Spanish cano cry, you can see. Or Sani Bikoha, or Bissani Bika, or Bissani Bika. You can see how he was spending money. Not a single player. All right, not a single player of InterAllies. Not a single official. Crowd will have a communication with that person. So why do you ban these people? What is your evidence?
Evidence, no, actually said he had no contact with officials of InterAllies.
Not at all.
So you can't link the officials of InterAllies to the person.
Even the players. Because or receive who saw sending 500 200 showed and who check it numbers now. None of us. Okay, none of us. So who benefited? Who knew of this? And the players now consistently say they heard these rumors when they got to Obuasi. So it is still no say who say no players now say on achieve our results now. You have just been fair. You should have looked at the merit. You weigh each player. You rule out
case by case.
Case by case. Every player. You don't just use one brush to brush everybody. As long as I step foot on the foot, even if you play 1 minute, okay. So we are lucky when you selection to play that day, then you are free. But boy, this Nigeria players, as I'm saying, Omonti and Kase. Omon and Omonti and Kasa way. So how could you say they also could night?
Assemble by near one, but almost shannon come.
In fact, the first time now you realize he said Niama got involved because I had a committee. When we invited Niama, I said, look, nothing happened. And just a rumors. Normal 5-1, 3-1, everybody, nothing happened. But when one player came near beside, now we had a cause to call him again. Referring to being pet, he started confessing. Yes, somebody sent money to me. The money is here, is with my lawyer, and this and this. Into a year, and he didn't tell us who sent the money. So I went to Nima police station to report him. But almost say the match is organized by GFA. Into it's a GFA and the world locals to report, but it cannot be InterAllies. Now, Mr. Look, we're using a brand. The Ajisika will be here. So yeah, can ya or my way. Luckily, by then now we have to respond to GFA. We did that and we finished them. We wanted to arrest him that day.
Do you feel, and I've asked this question, maybe the leadership of the club this question. Based on investigations and reports to come FA, in which they admitted, say between the two clubs, as good and investigation for reports to be do you feel say in
the circumstance, no, that's the only thing. That's only reasonable conclusion of if say yeah and you can say he's one of us. The amwa din kwa be say omo be link amwa to us. Na yan fan kwa I could have told you say omo be investigation 100 years they wouldn't have found anything. Inti I agree. Say yeah and you give yourself out. But we want to preserve the sanctity of the game. We regret on that score, but we don't regret because we think, say, we want to preserve the game because that's where we butter our bread. Yeah, so we will not allow anybody to take advantage of the club. And how much is the money? 10,000 Ghana cedis. Why would you even do this?
You share more external partners. What has been the response from them? Because we say they are on Betty, they will have some worries.
Yes.
What has been the relationship between money and external partners?
In fact, and some of them were quite skeptical Omono believe say we have to rise. In fact, there was a lot of query. Omo explain this, then we'll explain. Explain this and we'll play. And I believe say Omoans were listening around, reading from the media because now it's a global world. And they were also reading. So I believe at the point they got to appreciate our position. But yes, when it started, we were receiving letters. Almost every week we have to respond to some concern. Say, is it true? Say, because nobody want to associate himself with such exactly. So it came up, but we thank God we've been able to manage it.
And they are still with you guys?
Oh yes, they are with all of us. All of them are with us. All of them are with us. Nobody, not a single club or our partner has an issue with us now. They understand our situation now.
Well, a say other clubs are a league no more. Solidarity be free omoho because football a kawi and a kawi. Have you had any solidarity from other clubs in either Premier Division 1 and Division 2?
I can say a CBC way at Tayi. Now you are down for now opinion, because don't worry. Nobody will do that. Yes, but behind the scene, yes, yes. Some even advise us, some encourages us. Yeah, that is it. But nobody can come openly. Nobody can come openly. I believe so even Ashanti good cry, there's evidence crano, they might also receive some from some of them, but openly no. But behind the scene, yes, we do.
All right, we head of legal Edema International Allies, Paul Parker Attiso, and I'm telling you, didn't come on the InterAllies position on the appeals process. The appeals committee feels the DC was right in their ruling of the case. Say player be a bano estande. Official be a bano biano a holdi. Have the clubs ni in our crown and division 2 no more emra. Ebi say Denmark clubs InterAllies. Because division 1 no crown no. One yard sir. How are you going to survive division 2?
Well, division 2 no more so where we are playing until we are very confident say division 2 we should be able to sell easily. We are very confident. Division 1, Division 1 easy. Division 1 easy. Eddie. To some extent, I can say Eddie class a premiership. Because the coverage, camera no share any into be higher your pay. But the Division 2 we are hoping say we'll be able to keep the qualities we have and excel until we are hoping.
Well, it'll be the message about making Kana in Twaso. Or say from where he sits, there's a school of thought that say there's an invisible hand in your case. Do you feel same?
Absolutely same. I feel the same. And even I made this open when we went before the DC. So I know all what is going on. The decision has already been determined because they want to satisfy somebody. And the whole thing is about FIFA. All right? Because FIFA is putting pressure on FIFA is watching. All right? Until they don't even have time to look at who did and what they just want to satisfy FIFA, say, oh, you see, we have done this and we have done it, we have punished everybody. Yeah, but that is not fair. That is not the spirit of the game. The spirit of the game is fairness. So it's fairness.
So you told them even before the final?
Oh yes, I did.
Came.
I did.
Wow.
I did. I told them.
And what was their response?
Oh, obviously they will deny. Obviously they will deny because if there's a very important questioner who decide, yes, no. We want to see the match commissioner's report. They say no, it's our prerogative to decide.
See the referee's report.
Report. Yes, referee's report. No. They say no. They decide, the chairman said no, I can decide which report to see. What sort of try is that? Try, Obeka say you are holding something against this. You hold it out. You don't want the accused person to know what you are
what evidence against him.
What evidence you have against him. And you
so that he can respond in equal measure.
Equally. You see?
Because the fundamental object is fairness. And equity.
That is it. And equity. I will not sit here and support anybody who will go and take that amount and fix a match. No, I will not. All right. Even to be honest with you, we haven't said it. But we share in previous matches, no crana. Me wa me suspect say, Sani pa way.
But to influence, yeah.
Because we're losing matches. We played everything, we lost. I think Duana, we lost 5-0. We lost some matches. To me, we should not have lost those matches. What has happened? Interesting
developments coming in from InterAllies. I decided say omo dwene ho so mbeko cars and so omo enko cars. But as it stands, so nti press conference amoye any de ye kina no. What do you hope to achieve?
Well, we
with
want
it?
to.
Seban sema enko cars now. What is there to achieve?
Well, we want to assure our partners that our hands are clean. Then we also want to assure the family of our affected players. So the club has plans for the players. Their life will not go wasted. We'll engage them in the skills that will keep their hopes alive. Until that was to assure our partners and assure the family of our affected players. And I'm sure the entire fraternity said, as far as InterAllies is concerned, our hands are absolutely clean.
Okay. But mo decided some bako cast and some more something.
Oh yes. We'll let them go.
Council and I happy new tea for Edas for coming and passing through at my seminar.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.